Okay, this might be a quick one. We'll see. But just a couple of things. Well, actually, just one thing. I think that the way that I have the intercooler, that it's sitting too low. Um, Take a look at that. That is very low. I think I need to raise that up. So what I'm going to do is, what you see on the ground is my splitter. But I have the splitter mounts not on the car right at the moment. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the nose on the car, and I'm going to see where it sits in relationship to the intercooler, and then I can make adjustments. Basically, I've got different lengths of bolts, and if necessary, I can turn down these spacers. But the main thing is just to measure it against the nose of the car, just to see where it stands right now. So. Let's set that down, and let's see what we got. Let's get that out of the way. I'm not going to attach it fully, but yeah. Well, maybe it's not, because the splitter sits right up on the bottom edge of the nose. Let me do this. Maybe that's not so low after all. I could probably raise it up maybe an inch. I won't lose anything if it is raised up about an inch. But all things considered, I don't think that that's too bad. Let me do this. Because Yeah, I guess that's not too bad. So the question is, how much is it worth to me to raise that up an inch? Okay, here's what we have. These are the bolts that are in there now, and these are the spacers that are in there now. These are about total length of 90 millimeters. These are the bolts that I want to use to raise it up. These are about 65 millimeters long. So 65 from 90 is 25 millimeters, which surprisingly is approximately an inch shorter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these down by 25 millimeters so that I can use these bolts with the cut down spacers, which will raise up the intercooler approximately an inch. So that's what I'm going to do. got the pieces in that are going to help me finish getting that oil cooler mounted properly. Like I said, that's the 90-degree that's coming out of the oil cooler and then going to the fitting that's leading up to the AccuSump. And then this is a straight fitting that is going to attach to that is going to go back to the line that goes to the sandwich plate. So with these in place, I should be able to get that oil cooler fitted and mounted properly, and then we can go on from there. So fun and games. Okay, and this is the result of that labor. As you can see, that's the 90-degree out of the oil cooler. This is the T-fitting that goes up to the AccuSump. And then this is the feed line that comes from the sandwich plate. Back here is the return line back to the sandwich plate. So, and it all neatly, almost all neatly fits underneath the plate that the oil cooler is mounted to. So there it is, sports fans. My new oil cooler, quote, new oil cooler configuration. So, next stop is to get all of the rest of the wires hooked up, get the radiator plumbed in, get the intake and exhaust, not the intake and exhaust, but the intercooler plumbed in, and get everything bolted down enough to attempt to start. So that's next on the hit parade.